The following is a pre-recorded show.
Welcome to the Weekend Real Estate Report on 105.7 The Fan. If you want the truth about credit scores, buying and financing a home, call the show at 410-583-1057. Here's the host of the Weekend Real Estate Report, Carl Delmont.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Carl Delmont here on the Weekend Real Estate Report. And we have a show today. And what I'm doing is I'm bringing in three somewhat disparate but different guests each segment just to talk about what's going on in the world right now during this whole shutdown and pandemic. And our first guest is Tony Zowd. He is with the Integrity Plus network of Coldwell Banker. And I wanted to talk with him because, right now, like certain states like Pennsylvania, realtors really are not allowed to do anything. I mean, I guess virtual tours, but even that's sort of like they're handcuffed. But other states a little more loose. Maryland is allowing realtors to go out and do business, but it's not business as usual. You had to adapt. And what I'm seeing are some realtors are still busy. Some are sort of just laying low. And Tony, I mean, I don't know what it is you're doing. You found a secret recipe, my friend. You are just killing it out there. How are you doing this?
Honestly, most of it's just sticking to what we normally do, trying to keep things as normal as possible. I think in this environment that buyers and sellers are looking for people that are a little bit more established because with all the uncertainty, they need something to be certain in. And I think, when you have an agent who's been doing it for a while and can show that, it gives them a little peace of mind. And a lot of it is repeat business. And, we do get calls. I get calls all the time, and they're asking us what we're doing. And, it's really about what they're comfortable with. Some sellers don't want you coming in the houses right now. And if they don't, then we can do video tours and virtual tours if they still want to take the chance on listing the house. If they're okay with it, then we practice, the safety protocol they got in right now where there's not more than 3 people allowed in the property at one time. We have our little gloves and masks on and, keeping the social distancing. And it's kind of the same thing with buyers. I have some buyers that I'll go out and do a little video tour, walk through with my cell phone and kind of give them a little bit more of a perspective on the property compared to just seeing photos online. And then other buyers, I'm going out tomorrow. I got 2 sets of buyers we're going out. I got about 10 houses to see.
Oh, wow. This is different for most people, but, military people or people are in the middle of, getting relocated by their jobs. This is sort of the norm for them. And sometimes they don't even get to see the house because they're under really strict time constraints. So I guess it's not that far of a stretch for people who've been in this business a long time, realtors, I should say. But for the common, consumer, they're probably thinking, well, I don't know. I'm about to make the biggest purchase of my life and I can't walk in the house. I'm not comfortable walking in the house. But, I mean, the video, the appraisal, all that stuff's going to do most of that stuff for you, I guess, right?
I think it does a lot. I mean, in all honesty, I think it's very hard to buy a house completely sight unseen. As an agent, it makes me nervous. I do a lot of military, so I probably do 60-70% of my business is VA. And you're right, I'll get a couple on average on a normal year, maybe 2 that will buy unseen. And it always makes you nervous up to the fact of them coming to the final walkthrough, or I've even had them where they don't see the house for 2 weeks after they bought it. So it always makes you a little nervous. Like I hope they love it as much, from seeing it on film as they do in person. So I think in this market, some people with the reality of what we're dealing with will take that chance. It'll bump that up. I don't see the majority of people doing it, to be honest with you. I think the majority of the people will still say, look, let's practice these safe protocols and go out here and take a look at this property.
Yeah, well, we're seeing a lot of younger interested buyers contacting us saying, listen, I'm not really worried about going out, but maybe while I'm taking this time, maybe I should just get pre-approved and let me know what I need to work on. So we're seeing a decent amount of young buyers contact us for advice on, one, getting that pre-approval and then getting a plan on how can they improve their credit score, what plans do they qualify for, such as, USDA or VA, a lot of the Maryland grant programs are sort of on hiatus, but there's, other stuff out there and we can educate them on what their options are. So I think that bodes well for, down the road, a lot of potential first-time buyers coming into the marketplace, maybe sooner than later, but at least that hasn't, dampened their enthusiasm. Are you seeing something similar?
I am, and honestly, I think the big thing that we have to do right now is because it's not so much a lot of the lenders are pulling different programs and doing different things. So it's always a good idea maybe to give you a call to get that second opinion, because just because one lender's saying that they're not doing it anymore, they're not using that program or raising credit scores, doesn't mean they're all doing it. And a lot of times they make it sound like it's a blanket statement where every lender is doing this, and it's not. And yeah, I'm sure you know that.
Yeah, I mean, each lender, it's interesting because some of the bigger lenders, I won't say their names, big banks, they went to 700 minimum scored or getting rid of different programs. I know another big bank that's not doing refinancing at all. They're just focusing on purchases. So, again, it's a lot of these companies, and you have non-bank lenders like us, meaning all we do are mortgages. We don't offer checking accounts or anything like that. All of us are looking at different scenarios, and it could be, who our servicers, sub-servicers are. It could be just, our different interpretations of inherent risk coming up. That's the big thing now with, all this forbearance stuff going on. There's a lot of servicers out there that are a little bit hesitant on purchasing loans. So as a lender, you're looking like, if I do this loan and they don't buy it, it's stuck on my, we're stuck holding it. So the good news for us is we're now putting everything through Ginny, so we'll be servicing our own loans, and that'll give us a little more latitude with some of this stuff. But I think right now it's a lot of reaction and a lot of uncertainty on many levels. So, to your point, every lender is going to be a little bit different. If one lender advertises they no longer do X or they only do X, doesn't mean everyone else is following suit. That's a very good point. As a realtor right now, are you seeing, we talked about buyers who are being a little proactive. Are you seeing sellers contacting you saying, listen, we were intending on selling in the spring, but this happened. We still want to sell. Can you give us some advice? Like what are potential sellers telling you? Are they saying we're waiting a while, or are they asking you advice what to do?
They are. So what they're doing is they're calling in and just want to feel out the market. I actually right now have more listings than I do buyers. Like I have more people wanting to sell, which tells me, and if it was a normal market, it would probably be twofold. So they're calling in just to kind of feel out the market. And I got some of them, if they have asthma or any kind of health risk, they're like, well, can we at least get the process started so when this breaks, we're right on the cutting edge and we can hit the market. And then I got other ones that are basically telling me, look, we can do this coming soon for like 21 days. Why don't we stretch it out? The farther it goes in, it seems like they're going to be lax more. So we have some doing that. And then other ones are like, let's go, let's get it active right now and list it because things are moving. And when they ask me what the market feels like, because we've never lived through anything like this before, so it's kind of hard to compare it. But what I think it feels like right now is it feels like a holiday market. It feels like that time when you get around November, Thanksgiving to Christmas, and your buyer pool's smaller. But the people that are looking are not window shopping. They're dead serious. They're buying right now. And that's what it feels like. So we don't have, where maybe 15 people are coming through in the first few days on a normal spring market. You got 5. But those 5 are dead serious, and most of the time they seem to be writing offers. And that's what I'm telling my sellers.
That bodes well too. Now, the one thing I've heard some stories of sellers who want to take their house off the market because their 401k diminished dramatically, or coronavirus fears or anything else. Are you seeing anything like that where people are saying, let's just put this on hold?
Well, yeah. So some of them are putting it on hold and waiting. I haven't had anybody specifically like, I took a big hit on my 401k. It's more health concerns. And just seeing how the market is, because they know, we can show statistics like off of showing time and stuff where the buyer, how many showings a house is getting, how it's really took a big dive because, again, it feels like that holiday season. So we have that conversation. And I have a few houses right now, and they're basically just waiting. They want to wait it out, kind of see how this goes in the next month before they're listed. So we're all signed up. We're doing the pictures right now, and it's just a matter of time until we pull the trigger.
All right. So I know you said that, you've been doing this a long time. There's no secret formula you invented. It's just hard work, reputation, and referrals that are making you stand out in this field of, I don't know how many realtors are licensed in Maryland. And then of that number, I don't know how many are actually really active, but we have a lot of really good realtors in Maryland, and you're really doing well there. So do you think it is just the fact you've been doing it so well and you got a great reputation, or what's up?
I think it is. I think a lot of that, I get a lot of referrals, so it's mouth to mouth, but I think a lot of it is, too, you have to be proactive. So I'm reaching out to people. Like if they're an old lead or somebody might have been thinking about selling, I'm right now, I'll do a market analysis and basically mail it to them, say, hey, I know you were thinking about selling your property, but here's an analysis, just what's going on in your neighborhood right now. If you want to discuss it, give me a call. And I'm getting calls back on that. So I'm trying to be proactive, too, because I think most people right now feel really isolated. I know my kids are going crazy, being stuck in the house here. And if you can just, I've noticed when I call people where that conversation might have been 5 minutes, it's like 20.
Mm-hmm.
Because, people are starving. I mean, even I am. I'm not used to, working as much as I am from the house. I'm out used to doing meetings and having coffee and doing this and that. So I think just touching base with people and reaching out to them is a big part of it. And I do that on a daily basis.
So speaking of that, if anyone's interested or has questions about, potentially buying a house or listing their house, tell them how to reach you.
So you can go to our website, which is www.integrityplusnetwork.com, or you can give me a call at 443-610-9462.
And any true to the rumor that there'll be a free glamour shot from the Facebook post the other day with every listing?
If that works, I don't mind doing it. As you saw, if you saw my Facebook yesterday, I am stuck with nail polish on from my daughter's makeover. It's like concrete; it won't come off.
Now, I love that kind of stuff because you're just showing people that you're just an average guy that got a family, you're spending time with your kids. Just to explain, his young daughter decided to make him her canvas for her makeup experiment. So Tony's on there with makeup on and eyeliner and lipstick and all this other stuff. But kudos to you, man. That was really fun. That was cute to watch that.
She's 8 years old, so it's making her happy. I was like, she's been asking me for like 2 weeks, and I was just like, let's do it. Now she did promise me the fingernail polish would come off, and I think I'm gonna have to go get lacquer thinner to get this stuff off.
Yeah, I'm quarantined. I'm the only guy in the house, except for my one dog. I've got a female dog, 2 female cats, 2 daughters, and a wife, and 1 male dog, and we're outnumbered. So the smells of acetone and nail polish and self-tanning and all the other stuff permeate, candles, all the stuff permeate my house. I think I'm immune to it all by now, but so be
I'm
it.
lucky. We're split in the middle. We literally have. I have a son and a male dog, and then I have a wife, a daughter, and a female dog. So we're literally 3 and 3.
Well, all right, there you go. Yeah, we're outnumbered and we know it, so we just roll with the punches. But it's all good. So right now, the market looks pretty good. Rates are very attractive. Inventory is still out there. There's still homes on the market, and there's still realtors like yourself who are actually assisting people. Even if you're not ready to buy or sell your house now, now's a great time to contact Tony, find out what the market looks like. He can do a free market analysis for you, and then also show you what the options are, whether maybe it makes sense, like you said, to do the 21-day coming soon, or actually list it and see what happens. But there's a lot, as you said, you have there's buyers out there, and they're just looking for something new on the market. I'm still hearing escalation clauses and multiple offers in a lot of cases, so could still be a good time if you think you're ready. Tony's ready to help. Once again, Tony, tell them how to reach you.
It's www.integrityplusnetwork.com, and my phone number is 443-610-9462.
And if you need a pre-approval, I'm telling you right now, you definitely want a pre-approval in this market. You can always contact us and put our 27-plus years of experience behind you, and you can call us at 800-955-8508. or at Freedmont, FREEDMONT.com, and the MLS number 2893. We have all kinds of great products and things out there for you, including the university where you can get up to $1,000 to buy your next house. You can find it on our website at Freedmont.com. And Tony, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to help us and go through all this stuff. Any parting words you want to leave our listeners with?
I would just say I agree with you 100% with the listings right now. I had listed a house on Thursday, and we are presenting on Monday, and we're already up to 4 offers and 20 showings. So people are definitely out there looking. It's just, it's what fits right for you right now, and I'd be happy to have that conversation with you.
And then, again, not to sound self-serving, but definitely have a pre-approval, not a pre-qualification, and also from a trusted and typically local lender. I know so many realtors tell me that they actually receive pretty decent offers, but when they see who the lender is, like, no.
Oh, yeah. If I don't recognize a lender, I always put some caution to my sellers, because if they're out of state or somebody that's, kind of off the wall, you just want to be cautious, because people have a tendency to promise you stuff that they can't deliver. So it's always good to have that reputable company that is going to deliver if they send you that pre-approval, like Freedmont.
Absolutely. Well, we're happy to work with you. We're happy to be part of your success and watch it from up close and afar. Tony, great job what you're doing out there. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day today to educate our listeners, and stay safe out there, and good luck finding that acetone for your nail polish.
All right. Thank you, sir. Hey, you stay healthy. And anytime you need me, I'm here.
I know that. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Goodbye.
All right. That was no problem. That was Tony from the Integrity Plus Network Coldwell Banker. Tony Zowd, if you need a great realtor, check him out. When we come back, we're going to talk to a title attorney and find out how that's impacting the real estate market as far as shutdowns. And then after that, we'll talk to local business owners. So stay tuned. You're listening to Weekend Real Estate Report. Back in a couple.
The Weekend Real Estate Report will be right back on 105.7 The Fan.